Hello students, welcome to this lesson. This lesson is on limits to begin with. Let me make one thing clear. Limits and derivatives we started in the first PUC. Then we continued this in the second PUC, chapter number 5, continuity and differentiability. So all these things are together. Therefore, let me take limits, then continuity, then differentiation. So this is the first lesson on limits. In this lesson, what I would like to do is, let us revise the concepts which are related to limits in the beginning. My suggestion as before is, before watching this lesson, once you revise first PUC limits and derivatives, so that definitely the discussions which I have done here will help you to revise it better, and it will be a very good preparation for tackling the questions of CET. So this is one thing. Let us start. See, standard form I have studied, for example, limit of sine x by x, then limit of x power n minus a power n by x minus a, algebraic limit, then limit of function as x tends to infinity, then left limit and right limit. All these things you have studied, and I have also included two more, that is exponential limit and logarithmic limit, which you have studied this year. So this will make one concept together. So let us start now with the first thing, limit of sin x, that is the trigonometric limit. X tends to 0 is 0. So these things you should know. Limit of cos x, x tends to 0 is 1. Limit of tan x, x tends to 0 is 0. Then limit of sin x by x as x tends to 0 is 1. Then limit of sine mx by x as x tends to 0, you can remember it as a standard result m. And similarly, tan x by x as x tends to 0, that is also 1. Then tan mx by x as limit x tends to 0 is m. And one more result also you can remember. A limit of sine mx by sine nx as x tends to 0 is m by n. For example, suppose it is sine 3x by sine 2x, directly you can write 3 by 2. So this is one useful result, actually shortcut. Now let me take one example. Say how to do this question. Limit of tan 2x minus x by 3x minus sin x. Of course, options are given. Now the method is like this. You can first divide both numerator and denominator by x, so that we can introduce the formula. So what I have done is, let me explain now. First you divide by x, that is tan 2x by x, and x by x becomes 1. Denominator 3x by x is 3 and sin x by x, so dividing by x. Then I have also made one more adjustment, multiply 2 and divide by 2 to tan 2x, because tan 2x is there, I want to take the limit, therefore I have to make 2x 2x, therefore multiply and divide. Now directly we can take the limit, so that you know the algebra of limit, therefore using that we can say it is 2 minus 1 by 3 minus 1, so this is 1 by 2. Now there is actually a shortcut to do this one, especially in limit. There is a formula called L'Hospital's rule. It is a rule using which you can do some of the limits in a very simple way without all these adjustment. Let me discuss those things first. So shortcut method is this. This is known as L'Hospital's rule. It is very simple. Let's say f and g be two functions such that these are the two conditions. Limit of f of x as x tends to a also should be 0. Limit of g of x as x tends to a also should be 0. And both should be differentiable. That is very important. Then this is the formula. This is called L'Hospital's rule. Limit of f of x by g of x as x tends to 0 is same as limit of f dash x by d and g dash x as x tends to 0. And remember here, we are not using quotient rule. Separately you have to differentiate f, numerator. Separately you have to differentiate g. So this is very useful formula. You will understand this better when you take an example. Let us take the same example. There we have done by adjustment. Here you see this is a rule. You have to understand like this. What is f of x here? It is tan 2x minus x. And see here, when x tends to 0, tan 2x minus x is 0. Similarly, g of x is 3x minus sin x. And as x tends to 0, that is also 0. So it is 0 by 0 form. That's the first condition. Second, both are differentiable. Therefore, now what you have to do is, as per the L'Hospital's rule, differentiate the numerator, differentiate the denominator. Numerator differentiation, tan 2x differentiation is 2 secant square 2x using chain rule. Differentiation of x is 1. So it is 2 secant square 2x minus 1 numerator. Denominator you see, 3x differentiation is 3. Sin x differentiation is cos x. Now you check whether you can directly substitute. Remember, in limit, you can always substitute directly, provided it is not 0 by 0 form. Whenever 0 by 0 form, you have to think of formula. Otherwise, direct substitution. Now you can directly substitute. You see, secant square 0 is 1 and cos 0 is also 1. So direct substitution. Interesting thing is you will get the same answer, 1 by 2. So this is relatively simple method. Let me give one more example. Say limit of 1 minus cos mx by 1 minus sin nx. Once again, f of x is 1 minus cos mx, g of x is 1 minus cos nx. So both are 0. Therefore, we can use L'Hospital's rule. Therefore, differentiate. Differentiation 1 is 0, you know. Differentiation of minus cos mx is plus m sin mx. Similarly, denominator, differentiation of 1 is 0 and differentiation of minus cos nx is n sin nx. So this is L'Hospital's rule. Now you check whether you can directly substitute. Once again, I have already made one shortcut clear, that is limit of sin mx by sin nx. Algebra of limit, m by n is constant, therefore definitely you can take m by n outside. Then limit of sin mx by sin nx is m by n, therefore it is once again m by n. So now this will be equal to m square by n square. So this is the result. So see how easy it is if you understand L'Hospital's rule. But remember, this cannot be applied everywhere. You should be very careful. Sometimes it will be very complicated. Of course, when I take CET questions, let me make it clear. But this you can use it as a shortcut wherever possible. Next question, standard formula. Limit of xn minus an divided by x minus a as x tends to a, that is n into a power n minus 1. This result you know already. Example, say limit of x tending to 4, x power 3 by 2 minus 8 by x minus 4. Of course, first you must know how it is related to the formula. See, 8 can be written as 4 power 3 by 2. You can check it. Therefore, now it is n is 3 by 2. So directly you can substitute 3 by 2 n into a is 4 to the power 3 by 2 minus 1. So when you simplify, you get 3 by 2 into 2. So 2 cancels 3. Now let us use the shortcut. You see, that is why I told you the shortcut method is very useful. So as per the L'Hospital's rule, you check here now. F of x is x power 3 by 2 minus 8. 0 it is when x is 4. Below also x minus 4, g of x, that is also 0. Therefore, definitely I can use L'Hospital's rule. See, when I differentiate numerator, it is 3 by 2 into x power 1 by 2. Differentiation of x power 3 by 2. Differentiation of 8 is 0. Below, differentiation of x is 1. Differentiation of 4 is 0. Therefore, definitely we can write this one. Of course, limit as x tends to 4. Therefore, you have to substitute. You get 3 by 2 into 2. You get the same answer. So this is quite useful in solving the problems. Next, limit as x tends to infinity. This is the next concept. Of course, when we solve the problem, let us solve such questions. But here I have taken only one question just to remind. But you have to understand this concept. Whenever x tends to infinity, 1 by x tends to 0. This is one important thing you have to understand. Now let me give one simple example that is sufficient. Let us take, for example, 2x plus 3 divided by 4x plus 5 as x tends to infinity. Here also, you cannot directly substitute because x infinity by infinity form. It is once again indeterminate. So what you have to do here is, you have to take x outside from numerator and denominator. This is the first thing. Suppose the same f of x and g of x is quadratic. You have to take x square outside. Suppose it is cubic. You have to take x cube outside, like that. So this is the procedure. So now you can cancel x first. Now you can take the limit. See, 3 by x, it becomes actually 0 because 1 by x tends to 0 when x tends to infinity. So 2 plus 0 by 4 plus 0. So this will be 1 by 2. So this is limit at infinity. So I have taken only one such example just to remind you. So this is the next question. Next, very important is left limit and right limit. Let me make it clear. Let me take first left limit. What is the meaning? limit of a function as x tends to a, but x less than a, that means a is right side, x is taken left of a, less than a, that is called left limit, and it is denoted by limit of f of x as x tends to a minus. A minus here means it is left of a, and the diagram you can see here, a is right side, x is left side of a, and in number line you know if it is left side it is less than a, therefore x is less than a. This limit is called left limit. For example, suppose you want to find, say it is a piecewise function, f of x equal to 2x minus 3x less than 3, 2x plus 3x more than or equal to 3. Now suppose the question is find limit of f of x as x tends to 3 minus. What do you mean by 3 minus? 3 minus means it is less than 3. What is the function here? It is 2x minus 3. Therefore what you have to do is limit x tends to 2x minus 3 as x tends to 3, this is 2 into 3 minus 3, this is 3. Similarly, if you take right limit, same method, limit of f of x extends to a, but x is right side of a, that's why it's called right limit, x is more than a. Therefore here the diagram is like this, a is left side, x is right side. You know in number line, if x is right side, x should be more than a. So that means from the right side x is approaching a. That's the meaning. And the symbol we use here, limit of f of x as x tends to a plus. So that is the symbol. Example, let us take the same example. 2x minus 3x less than 3. 2x plus 3x more than or equal to 3. Then here is the limit of f of x as x tends to 3 plus will be equal to. Which function we have to take here now? 3 plus means more than 3. Therefore I have to take the function 2x plus 3. Especially for piecewise function, it is very simple. You have to just see where that particular value x a, left side of a, what is the function, right side of a, what is the function, you have to see, and then you have to select that function. So now when you substitute here, it is 9, 2 into 3 6, 6 plus 3 9. So it is very clear, left limit here is 3, right limit here is 9, and there is a speciality about this left limit and right limit. Let me discuss those things also. So note here, limit of a function exists only if both left limit and right limit exist. That is one thing. Second, they must be equal. Common limit is denoted by limit of f of x as x tends to a. We don't use plus or minus here. And this should be equal to left limit as well as right limit. This is very important. That means in the previous example, limit at f of x equal to 3 does not exist because left limit was 3, right limit was 9. So let me make this clear. Show that, for example, check whether this does not exist. Limit of f of what is this box x? It is greatest integer function which you have studied first PUC. Second chapter, relations and functions, we have studied different types of functions where we have studied greatest integer function. Now let us see what is limit of x as x tends to 2 minus. 2 minus means less than 2. Here you see you can also use one formula. Whenever limit of f of x as x tends to a minus, you can also write it as h tending to 0. Here you take 2 minus h. See what do you mean by 2 minus h? That means you are taking a value which is less than 2. You are subtracting a small value from 2 means it is less than 2. And h is positive here. Therefore now greatest integer function of 2 minus h is actually 1. Because definition of greatest integer function. So this is 1. Similarly, if you take limit of f of x as x tends to 2 plus, formula you can use is limit h tends to 0. Here instead of x you have to write 2 plus h. So now 2 plus h means a small quantity h, 2 plus h, something like 2.1 for example. What is the greatest integer function of 2.1? It is 2. Therefore this is 2. So it is very clear, left limit is 1, right limit is 2. In fact, for the greatest integer function, limit does not exist at the integral value. And you can also prove limit exists at the non-integral value. That's also important. Of course, those things we shall discuss in continuity because there are many questions where We have to discuss the continuity, and continuity is based on limit. Therefore, we shall discuss. But here I am just giving you an idea how to find it. So that is my purpose. So this implies limit of greatest integer function x as x tends to does not exist. So this is the concept. Next, logarithmic limit. This is the last one I would like to discuss today. See, these are the formula you should remember. First one is log of 1 plus x by x as x tends to 0 is 1. Log of 1 minus x, if instead of plus x minus x, it is minus 1. And general formula is 1 plus ax if it is there. Then log of 1 plus ax by x as x tends to 0 is a. There is the coefficient of x is 1, so it is 1. Here you can see coefficient of x is minus 1, so it is minus 1. Here coefficient of x is a, so it is a. And suppose instead of here, when base is not mentioned, it is natural base. When the base is changed, say a, it is log e to the base a. So these four formula you should remember, so that it is very easy to do the problem. So let us take, for example, log of 1 plus x minus log of 1 minus bx divided by x as x tends to 0. See, this can also be done by using L'Hospital's rule. You can check it, but I am showing using the formula. First, you can split like this. So because algebra of limit says you can split the limit. So separately you can take the limit. Now it is very clear. First one is a, because log of 1 plus ax is a by x. Therefore it is a. Second one is minus b, because log of 1 minus bx by x is minus b. Therefore a minus minus b. So a plus b is the answer. A plus b is the answer. So this is the example. As I told you, this can also be done by applying say L'Hospital's rule. We can try. So let me conclude with this one, because in one lesson if I take a lot of concepts it may be difficult. So let me conclude. In the next lesson, let me take some more, that is exponential limit I have not taken. There is also one repeated type of question, that is 1 to the power infinity, that is also indefinite form. Let us take those types of questions in the beginning. Then we shall also take along with that questions of previous CET papers. Thank you for watching this lesson. I hope definitely you will appreciate my effort in making your preparation for CET simple by taking concept based questions and then old paper CET questions. So please subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and share with your friends. And some students asked me, I have not continued with the syllabus related lessons. Definitely I will be uploading. See, you should know this one. It is not easy to prepare one lesson so fast. I need some time actually. I am very sorry. Some students are disappointed, and then they actually intimated me, sir, please continue to upload the lessons on syllabus also. I have already started. Relations functions I have completed. Then inverse trigonometric function I have completed. Continuity I have completed. Differentiation also I have started, and I have taken only chain rule. Now today or shortly I will be uploading a lesson on those things also. Definitely it is my assurance. I have taken it as a regular activity. So question is only I may take more time, but I will be uploading all the lessons. I will not leave any chapter, but it is a question of time. Now I am simultaneously side by side uploading the lessons, syllabus related lessons also. Shortly I will be uploading all the lessons related to differentiation, then integration also, then vectors and 3D also. All the chapters of second PUC I am uploading. I'm sorry for making delay in doing this. This is because of the time required for preparation of such lessons. Because preparation of lessons for this type of lesson, say preparation, that is making PPT and uploading takes time. So I'm sorry, but definitely I will do it. Please support me by subscribing and sharing, and watch all the lessons. Therefore definitely it will be helpful. Of course, before the completion of this course, definitely I will also try to complete all the lessons. I'm very much happy that students are having a lot of interest in my lesson, and they are requesting me, sir, please upload this lesson. Some of them are suggesting me. So definitely I will do it. Please be with me. Support me by subscribing and sharing with your friends. Let us meet in the next lesson with some more concepts and then questions. Till then, bye. Take care.